Let me ask you, first of all, the impact on your family. I always like to remember and remind people when one of these things happens, there's a family around Andy Puzder, and you probably withdrew in the end because it had to be like hell on them, but what was the impact?
Well, I'd say ultimately I withdrew because I was told we might not, if you lose 3 votes, you lose 3 Republican votes, you're done. I hung in there until I was told that we might not have enough votes for me to go forward. And, I didn't want a tilted windmill, so at that point I withdraw. But the pressure on my family was really pretty tremendous. I mean, there were a lot of things done outside of the process. For example, my payroll account at our company was hacked. Fight for 15 sent 8 to 10 demonstrators to our front door when my wife and I were sitting here one Saturday afternoon. They had a panel van that drove around our area here where we live in Tennessee with billboards on the side claiming that I was abusive to women. Obviously, that wasn't intended to persuade senators. There aren't a lot of senators in Franklin, Tennessee. But it was intended to intimidate me and my family, and you have to wonder who paid for that. And then finally, although there wasn't any coverage of this, there was an envelope left at our house addressed to my wife that had white powder in it, a pink piece of paper with Trump written on it. And, obviously the white powder was in a plastic bag, but you opened the envelope and a little powder came out. And there was also, I'm told, I didn't see it, but I was told there was a paper doll with a noose around its neck in there as well. Again, addressed to my wife, not addressed to me, which shows you the cowardice of these people. We had an FBI terrorist team come to the house. We had a couple fire engines with hazmat teams in the neighborhood to pick up this envelope and take it in to have it analyzed. All of that obviously intended to intimidate my family. I mean, my wife, at one point I told her, actually said, look, this is too much pressure on everybody. I think I should just withdraw my nomination. And she said, and what, let the bad guys win? I mean, she was very, very supportive. My family was
that's
very
amazing,
supportive.
man. Would you thank her for me?
My 21-year-old son who's in college when I finally did withdraw. He said, Dad, I have to tell you, I'm kind of glad you withdrew. This is a lot of pressure on the family. And I said, well, I'm sorry. I didn't really know you were that much affected by it. He said, no, everybody in our family was affected, but we all knew you were the best man for the job. So, we were behind you. So, yeah, there was pressure on the family, but I do feel like I stuck it out to the very end and didn't leave anything on the field. And my family, particularly my wife, was incredibly supportive and showed a lot of strength through the process.
They're amazing people, and I've met them. I met them at the elevator at one of the debates, and I just thank them for me and for everyone who believes in public service. You've got to be willing to go forward on this.